name is Dave Greenleaf. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I work for T5 Data Centers. We operate a pretty large data center. Right now we're sitting about 20 megawatts in the data center. I started in the military. I did 6.5 years in the military, in the American Army. I did a truck driver, and after I got into the military, I needed some kind of education. So I went to Phoenix, Arizona, and they have a basic school there for diesel generators that I went to, and that's where I learned generators, and that's how I actually got into Caterpillar. And I worked for Caterpillar on generators, backup generators, for 3.5 years. Worked in the oil field for a little while, troubleshooting big, large engines, transmissions, and frac pumps for Schlumberger. And then after I left Caterpillar, I went to a very large data center in San Antonio that has a lot of generators. And that's where I got into this field I'm in now. I looked up for a course where I can get some kind of education in the field that I do. So rather than trying to go into just electrical engineering or mechanical engineering, I looked for something more specific, which was IT Sligo. And through that program, they offered a degree, a bachelor's degree in data center facilities engineering. So it's very specific to what I want, what I do, and it's not outside. So I'm not going to go learn something that I'm not going to do. So I've been in the field for about a little over 4 years now. And then I learned all about, inside of a data center and how it operates and what it does. And now we maintain the power and cooling, for that data center. This course is very specific to what I do. That's why I haven't picked electrical mechanical engineering degree, because I don't want to do something that I'm not going to be actively working on. I basically call myself a babysitter for a building. I sit in front of operations. I have all these computer screens. I have, 2 keyboards, a radio. I've got a couple of guys who work behind me, and usually the guys are running around the building, actively doing switching or maybe troubleshooting or minor repairs. If something over what we can do, then we would call on a vendor to come fix that or do the maintenance or repairs on that. Just watch the monitors and screens and wait for alarms, wait for something to happen. And if something happens, then we just react. And we have emergency operating procedures that tell us how to react and what to do in case there's an emergency. And when there's a new building, if we don't have that, then we got to come up with something. So you want to go to the sequence of operations and figure out how something works. And if this fails, what does it do and how do you fix it? So you can always maintain power and cooling to your equipment. What is the change with the training? I guess a better understanding, more knowledge about how something is working. For instance, the controls class, the PLC class, I heard the words PID, P-I-D, proportional, integral, and derivative, and I've heard PID loop many times, and I understand basic about it, but I never broke it down into an actual math equation of how fast something would increase, and then you also have a mathematical equation for the time, and you're looking at that, and to me, through that class, it kind of opened my eyes up of there's a lot more going on, and what types of things you really need to adjust to get something to, come up to a certain set point and maintain that set point and stay there. So there's a couple different titles that the general industry uses for my job title, and then you could say a critical facilities technician or a critical facilities engineer. And then when you get to a lead position, you're either a senior or a lead. I'm not just an engineer in a regular building like a hotel or something where if something happens, it's not a big deal. We can wait for a vendor to come in. We have to have an emergency call out 24/7. We have contractors on standby, and we get them out there. They have a 4-hour response. So when we call those vendors, they have to be out there. It's critical. We're 24/7 operations. We're there for all the holidays. We miss a lot of family functions, but that's a sacrifice. But you get paid for that. That's part of your job. That's where the compensation, the money comes in. So to me, I'm impressed with the course. I'm impressed with the instructor, the great food, the culture, I just, yeah. So overall, yeah. Overall, I'm happy. I'm very satisfied. So.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.